Okay, let's talk about a weird paradox. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, right? You've got the giant water bottle, you're chugging it all day, but you still feel off. Kind of parched, maybe a little foggy. Does that sound familiar? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into the surprising biology of why all your hard work might actually be backfiring.
See, for years, we've been absolutely obsessed with quantity. 8 glasses a day, a gallon a day, whatever the number is. But that's missing the entire point. The real game isn't about how much water you pour into your body. It's about how much your cells can actually absorb. This isn't a willpower problem, you guys. It's a chemistry problem. Think about it like this. If your car's engine can't take in gas, it doesn't matter how much you pour over it, right? You're just making a mess. It's the same with your body. If your cells can't absorb the water, you aren't actually hydrating. You are simply flooding the engine. And in the process, you're flushing out vital minerals and just stressing your whole system out. So, does any of this sound like you? That brain fog that just won't lift? Feeling sluggish for no reason? Maybe your joints kind of feel like rusty hinges? And, oh yeah, you're running to the bathroom constantly? These are not signs that you're well hydrated. They are major clues that your body's internal chemistry is off.
And all this leads us straight into what I call the dehydration deception. It's this core misunderstanding that makes us think more water is the answer when it's really not.
So what is the real problem? It's not your water bottle. It's not your effort. The hidden culprit that's sabotaging all your good intentions is a hormone, a really important one called insulin. You know that advice we've all heard? Eat every few hours to keep your metabolism up? Well, it turns out that constant snacking and grazing creates a state of chronic insulin. Think of it like a constant hormonal wet blanket that's smothering your body's ability to send and receive clear signals. Here's a way to picture it. When insulin is always high, it acts like a big, burly bouncer at the door of your cells. Its job is to hoard sodium, and in doing so, it physically blocks water and other crucial nutrients from ever getting inside. The door is literally shut.
And what's the result of that? Well, it's crazy when you think about it. Your cells are literally starving and thirsty in a sea of abundance. You're drinking all the water, eating all the food, but the insulin bouncer is creating so much hormonal noise that the signal for real hydration just gets completely drowned out. Ever have that puffy or soft feeling, especially around your middle? A lot of the time, that's not even fat. It's inflammatory water weight. We're talking up to 4 pounds of it that your body is desperately holding on to because of all these confusing signals.
Okay, so that's the problem. It sounds kind of bad, right? But how do we actually fix this? The key is something beautifully simple called the 12-hour reset. It's how we kick that bouncer out and finally open up those cellular gates.
This timeline basically shows the magic window. When you're constantly eating, you're at hour 0. Insulin is high, and those cellular gates are locked down tight. But after just 12 hours of not eating, insulin levels finally plummet. A metabolic switch gets flipped, and bam, the gates swing wide open.
And once those gates are open, something incredible starts to happen. It's a process called autophagy, which literally won a Nobel Prize. You can think of it as your body's internal cleaning crew finally getting the green light to go to work. They start sweeping out all the metabolic junk that was causing that puffy, sluggish feeling.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, when I go into starvation mode, won't my body start eating its own muscle? This is probably the single biggest myth in all of health and fitness. Your body isn't fragile. It's designed for metabolic strength. Think about it. It would be an insane evolutionary design to have a body that cannibalizes the very muscle you need to go find food.
In fact, your body does the exact opposite of breaking down muscle. It floods your system with human growth hormone, or HGH. And get this, by up to 2,000%. No, that is not a typo. 2,000%. It's one of the most powerful survival mechanisms you have. HGH basically creates what you can think of as muscle armor. It puts this protective shield around all your precious protein and tells your body, nope, this is off limits. And then it goes and raids your deep fat stores, like going to the back of the freezer for clean, efficient fuel. You don't lose muscle, you refine it.
Okay, so let's take all this amazing science and turn it into something you can actually do. Let's talk about the true hydration protocol.
It's really just a simple 3-step process. Step 1, stop the constant grazing. Give your insulin a chance to come down. Step 2, respect the 12-hour fasting window. During that time, stick to the basics: water, black coffee, or unsweetened tea. And step 3, the clean break. When you do eat, choose real foods that don't send your blood sugar on a wild roller coaster. A huge part of this is just a mindset shift. We have to relearn how to listen to our bodies. Hunger and thirst, they aren't red alert emergencies. They're just notifications. Learning to understand what your body is truly asking for is the real skill here.
And the payoff for this it's huge. I mean, imagine waking up with this electrical hum of clean, stable energy. Imagine not being a slave to the water bottle or the snack drawer anymore. You become what's called fuel agnostic, meaning your body can efficiently run on stored energy just as easily as the food you just ate. Now that is true metabolic flexibility.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. The next time you feel that nagging thirst, the kind that water just doesn't seem to quench, I want you to pause and ask yourself, is this a signal for more liquid, or is my body actually asking me for a hormonal reset? The answer might just change everything.